Plungers. Do we own them?
I have 2.
Yeah, two. Yeah,
I'll
two
come
plungers.
borrow one.
Yeah. Courtney does not have a plunger.
I don't have a plunger.
But after this, you won't...
Santa.
Yeah, there you go. That's a little ways away. But after this, you won't need a plunger. Why? Because I'm about to give you 7 easy ways to clear a clog
Come on.
in a toilet.
Where do you find this
But
stuff,
are
Dan?
they? Yeah, I want to hear these. Are they getting good?
Here we go. Number 1. When you notice a nasty clog, your best bet is to fill a pan with hot water. Heat it up on the stove or use the tap, but don't let the water get to boiling point. Pour it down the drain and let it sit for a few minutes to see if it loosens the clog. You'll know if your efforts were successful if you see the water start to drain. No kidding.
Yeah, that'd be your first clue.
Then-
or overflow.
or overflow.
Oh, God.
Then give the toilet a flush or two. In many cases, the hot water is enough to break up whatever is causing the backup. Next, if you need to kick things up a notch, borrow some dish soap from the kitchen and squeeze a generous amount, about a quarter cup should do, into the toilet bowl. Let the soap sit for 5 to 10 minutes so it has time to move down the drain and reach the clog. Then add hot water, again not boiling, to the bowl and give it some time to sit. In most cases, the soap will act as lubricant and grease the clog in the toilet drain to get everything moving again. It makes sense.
And then you have bubbles.
Yeah,
as it
bubbles.
goes over.
Listen, this is if you're in a pinch, okay? And you need,
Okay.
you don't have a plunger. Next, it's time to channel what you learned in elementary school. If your toilet bowl is already filled to the brim, either empty out some of the water or be prepared for a little overflow. Next, pour 1 cup of baking soda and 1 cup of vinegar down the toilet drain.
You're kidding.
When the vinegar and baking soda combine, the natural chemical reaction will bubble and loosen the clog. After about... It makes sense. Doesn't it make sense, though?
Oh,
After
I'd be
about
afraid.
30 minutes, you have like the volcano out of the toilet.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty
what I
awesome.
was thinking.
After about 30 minutes, follow up with some hot water and see if it drains. If it does, you're good to go. If it doesn't, repeat the process once more and just keep going.
Just keep
Oh
going
my
until it goes away.
Add more. Just add more. Next, the brush battle. This may seem a little unpleasant, but if you're really in a bind and there's no plunger in sight, grab a toilet brush and angle the bristle down the drain. Pumping up and down a few times should be enough to loosen things up so the clog clears in no time. I don't know about that. The bristle brush, I can't picture that working. But
Worth a try.
I guess it's worth a try. What do you do? If you don't have access to a plumbing snake, who does, really?
What you mean? You
There
don't
are
have one
plumbing
in your
snakes?
closet?
No.
You don't just you don't.
You can fashion your own using a wire coat hanger from your closet. Okay, I guess. Simply unwind the hanger so that it's completely straight, with the exception of the hook. Then wrap a small rag around the hook to help prevent any scratches or damage to the porcelain. And while wearing rubber gloves, gently angle the hanger down the drain until you find the clog. When the water starts to drain, flush the toilet a few times to clear it out. On that note, when they changed, because when we bought our new building, I had all the plumbing changed because there was word that there was some plumbing issues, and there's a restaurant on the other side, so grease blockages and everything. I had them in there to just start putting the snake down.
Uh-oh.
You could not pay me enough
to do that job.
And put a snake. Now this was like a long line. We put a whole bunch down because the big building and the lines go far, but you could not pay me enough to do that job. Plumbers out there, God bless you, because I don't know how you do it, but I'll part of the job. Next, bathroom bomb. It's called. Don't run out to buy Drano. Create your own DIY declogger instead by mixing together the following ingredients: 2 cups of baking soda, a quarter cup of Epsom salt, and 8 to 10 teaspoons of dish detergent. Add 1 tablespoon at a time. Tablespoons. Teaspoons, tablespoons. Pour the combination into, when you're talking about this, really, pour the combination into individual muffin liners, then let them dry and harden overnight. Okay, how about you just go out and get a plunger? Really?
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
The next morning, drop 1 into the toilet bowl, add 4 cups of water, and let it sit for a few hours to see the results. Why would you not just go to the dollar store and buy a plunger? This is a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. What happens if you only have one bathroom? You have to wait a whole day for the whole process.
Hope you're good friends with the neighbors.
And just think of the person who obviously experimented with all of this.
They had no time on their hands.
Okay. Next and last but not least, the last resort. Again, this is ridiculous, but rent a wet dry vacuum from your local hardware store. While you're there, buy a plunger. We repeat, do not try this with a regular vacuum.
Oh, no.
First, you use it to empty the water from the bowl. Next, wrap the hose in an old rag to create a seal, then stick the vacuum a few inches down the drain.
Oh my.
When you turn on the vacuum, it should suck out the clog.
And
Again, don't forget the rubber gloves.
And then you return the vacuum.
Seriously, Dan.
Then you
Oh, Lordy. Oh.
Nobody's gonna rent vacuums anymore.
What's that stench from that vacuum? I don't.
I don't know, honey.
So, Kath, you must have found this list, right?
Oh no, that didn't come from me. I would just call my Dr. Blake. He comes and fixes
Yes,
everything.
good old Dr. Blake.
There.
Oh,
Can you
my
give out
goodness.
his number for everyone else
Yes.
too?
Absolutely. There's nothing that guy can't do.
Honestly, really. I could see the hot water. Okay, I get that. And maybe the dish
Yeah.
soap.
Dish soap.
But everything else, it's just easier to go to the, run to the hardware store and buy a plunger.
Yeah. It's pretty silly.
Everyone should have one, Courtney.
All right. Oh,
Everyone should have a
on
plunger.
my way home.
Okay, there you have it, folks. Here's your tips, your 7 easier ways to clear a clog. I don't know about that. Lots more to come right here on the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show on AM800.
Welcome back to the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show, an advertising feature on AM800. For more details on today's guests and show topics, or to listen to past shows, visit the Dan Gemus Real Estate Team website at dangemus.com.
Well, thanks for tuning in today. We're happy to have you along. We'll see you again next Sunday. Again, don't forget, if you are thinking of buying or selling a house, give us a call. We'd love to come out there, wouldn't you, Kath?
Yes, that is what we're really here for, Dan, not
Yes,
bathroom tips.
we need more listings. I know.
And we'll bring a plunger to your listing.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Free plunger if you
Free
list
plunger.
with the Dan Gemus team.
Oh boy! But seriously, if you are thinking of buying or selling, give us a call. We'd love to help. 519-566-5565. Our website is dangemus.com. And again, there never is an obligation with the free home market evaluations. We'll come out there and have a look. And oftentimes, you'll be surprised. We will recommend you don't do the work that you're anticipating on doing before
Very
listing.
true.
That happens quite a bit, okay? So we'll see you guys next Sunday. Thanks for listening, and have a great rest of the weekend.
You've been listening to the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show, an advertising feature on AM800. If you've thought about selling or buying a home in the future, the Dan Gemus Real Estate Team would love to help. Visit the team's website at dangemus.com or call the office 7 days a week, 519-566-5565.